About to get started here, and today's starter, Todd Anderson. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
All right, ready to get underway. And now the DH, Jason Grimm. Fastball in for a strike, and we are underway. That's a laser base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Tyrone Bryant. Ryan, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2025. Grimm gets his lead at first with nobody out. Slice the other way and foul. Next pitch is downstairs. And here it comes. That's one misses. 3-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Fastball for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance. Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Now a chance for Kenny Hamlin. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get one.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Winston Rivas, the next to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in game one of this 3-game set. And that one fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Got him swinging for the K. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
So 2 down now, and here is Buster Felch. Swing and a foul out of play. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Rays, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Anderson back to work. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Anderson, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Now a screamer into the outfield. And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's the center fielder, Douglas Nishi.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. In the air, out towards right center.
Ball. Relay.
Rodriguez makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The first baseman,
Manny Olivo next to hit for the Rays. Olivo went deep in his most recent game. Step off throw to first, and he's back in there.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
1-1.
Grounded to third. Could be two. Goes to second for one. And that's two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Orioles 1, the Rays nothing. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the shortstop, Michael Arroyo. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
That clips the zone, and that is strike one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So the batting order turns over. Jason Grimm now at the plate. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out, bases empty. Fouled off left side. One down, bases empty. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside corner, and that's ball 3. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
But when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. And that was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tyrone Bryant walked his first time. And that misses off the outside edge. That one misses. Ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. And it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Misses downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Well, he opted to go with the off-speed stuff on that 3-2 with the bases empty. Close pitch, but now he's got to work out of the stretch.
So a man aboard, Kenny Hamlin will hit next. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. Throw to second. Save.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Bryant on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2-1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 3-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Man on second, 2 down. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Winston Rivas. Yeah, that's fouled off. Rivas, in his 4th year, 22 years old. And he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Anderson winds and deals. And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground. And that's just foul. One, 2 now. Up the middle. Over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder Buster Felch.
Buster Felch next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that's in for a strike. Well, Siggy here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely. It's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And you talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore. But even so, here at the ballpark, some great food.
Ball 2.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall and some barbecue, because Boog can fire up some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here in the booth. Come on, man, let's go.
2 up, 2 down.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does, and you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Rodriguez takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Next offering is fouled back.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two, is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Just missed. Curve in the dirt. On the ground to first. Soderstrom takes it himself, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Orioles 2, the Rays nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, Douglas Nishi. Anderson back to work. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Hit on the ground to short. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, Boog, we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Now at the plate, Manny Olivo. He hit into a double play his first time up. Just missed.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
The other way, Soderstrom. He steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
I don't know what it looks like going through the zone for those hitters, but the swings are defensive, and that's a real indicator, along with just the other stuff you guys have noticed about how nasty he is right now.
Hammered down the line, could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Jason Grimm next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 2. Grounds one to short. Gloves it on the dive to first. Nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Ball one and a pitch inside. That misses. 2-0. And another ball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1.
Right through there for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. And now the first baseman, Kenny Hamlin. 0 for 2 in this one. That one's in there. 0-1.
Fellow at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And that's a little bit high. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, catcher Winston.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Winston Rivas. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Well, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
That's a ball.
That one a little bit high, and that's ball 3. Felch next to bat for Tampa. Now it's 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, left fielder Buster Felch.
Here's the left fielder, Buster Felch. That misses the zone. 1-0. Rivas off of first with 2 away. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That clips a corner. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is even 2-2. And that just misses.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Got him looking. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Orioles 2, the Rays nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Alvarado.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Anderson tossed 6 shutout innings and struck out 8.
They went out there and put them in a position to win, Boog, and that's all you can really ask of them. They may have lost, but that was a more than respectable effort from him.